Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Glenn Tidwell Show right here on Bedford County Sports Live. Thank our sponsors out here. Piggly Wiggly, shop local, save big at the Pig. I'm going to be going to the Pig, Coach.
I went there today, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. He put out a thing the other day about some sausages being made. So I wanted the hot. They didn't have the hot. So I had to go in there today to get some hamburger for something the wife's cooking up tonight. And lo and behold, there was some of that hot sausage. So I grabbed
some of this homemade stuff.
It's in one of those coolers back there.
Oh, I'm going to get that.
It was the spicy hot.
I love it.
So I got some of that. So I've got the regular and the spicy now.
It's outstanding.
So
that's good stuff.
It is.
I'm gonna make some beer butt chicken this weekend. I'm gonna go to Piggly Wiggly and get my stuff.
Yeah.
Shopping with a pig.
That's right.
Say big there. North Star Services. Thank y'all. Extreme Flooring. Coach, you went up to Warren County, 64-0 in the, what was that called? The what bowl?
The nurseryman. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, I did. I'll admit it. I did it on purpose.
Was it the Nurseryman's Bowl? There it is.
Didn't work out too good for us, 64-0 in that one. Let's take a break. Let's hear from our sponsors. We'll come back and briefly talk about the game and whatever else. We're going to come up with something. We'll be right back.
Water, fire, or mold damage. Call North Star Services, Nashville's local, non-franchise restoration pros. We respond 24/7 to stop damage fast, handle dry and cleanup, and manage repairs start to finish. As a licensed general contractor with 20-plus years experience, we coordinate directly with your insurance and offer free estimates, serving all of Middle Tennessee, including Bedford County. Restore today. Rebuild with confidence. Call 615-203-9573.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
Ready to upgrade your space? At Extreme Flooring in Shelbyville, we've got you covered. From carpet and hardwood to luxury vinyl, tile, and waterproof flooring. We also handle kitchen backsplash and bath remodels. Our design and sales team will help you find the perfect fit with trusted brands like Dreamweaver, Shaw, Mohawk, Dull Tile, and Tile Bar. And their certified installers make sure everything looks just right. Stop by and see us at 225 Colorado Boulevard in Shelbyville or give us a call at 931-735-6700. Financing is available. Schedule your consultation today at extreme-flooring.com. Let's make your home amazing.
Welcome back into the Glenn Tidwell Show. Went up to Warren County. An old friend of mine, Vance Ballou, his son's coaching up there, I think, Eric, for Warren County. You're playing a school coach in a bowl game. It's got 1,900 and some odd students. How many of you got? Under 500?
We're probably 500 or less, yeah. They
Wow.
probably had at least 60 kids, and we were right at 30, 27 to 30, which, I mean, that's not that big a deal. It's just they played a lot of the same kids on offense and defense. It wasn't like they were platooning a lot of, offense, defense, special teams. It was a lot of the same kids, just like us. It's just
you said they had two really good players in particular.
They had two brothers that we just have trouble matching people's speed right now.
Right.
And so hopefully we'll work on that in the off season. And you never know when you get that guy that wants to transfer in and help us out a little bit. So, but yeah, it was good. It was a good, good 3 days of getting to be with the guys one last time and good send off for the seniors. That wasn't what they wanted, with the outcome. But, it's like I told them before and after the game is, right now they might not think of it as a good idea that they played. But I said in 2 weeks, 2 years, 10 years, they'll look back and be thankful that they did get to play one extra game because
sure,
you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done.
A lot of people didn't get an extra game in high school football.
So, and they had a lot of older guys. And when I say older to them is in the 30s, 40s, that told them, hey, just be glad that you got to play an extra game. I wish I could go back and
Right.
had an extra game to play. And so I hope at one point they'll realize that they're glad that they did that.
How'd your ticket sales turn out for the game? They turn out okay?
Yeah, we didn't do too bad. I mean, you would like to have sold all 300. I think we got close to 100 sold.
Okay, good.
Which was good.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good fundraiser for us. And like I said, last time for us to all spend some football time together and have a last pregame meal and locker room time and all that good stuff.
And be driven by Jake Tyre.
That's right.
How could that be any better than that?
You can't beat it. I mean, he falling behind him. I had to, because I've been there a few times.
Right.
He's there. That's one stadium he's probably never been to, and I'm like, had to.
Well, that one's interesting to get to too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my coach is in the.
Maybe you should have been in the lead.
I should have
Right.
because we went around a little back way and
Yep.
he wanted to pull in like, nope, that ain't where we're going. So we, I knew we need to go down a little further, then take that right and go up the hill and go in the back way. But I let him do his thing and just follow along and let the alum out. I did say a lot in the truck about the route we took, but I didn't say anything to him.
Of course not.
So
He was thinking about deer
but he
hunting
took
anyway.
he took that route after the game the way we should have come in, which
Well, good.
So yeah, it all
And his
worked.
first rodeo.
That's right.
Coach, I'm going to ask you something that's not related to this ball game, but I mentioned it to you off the air. And it was about Coach Palmer over at Forest. And I'm watching the game Friday night, and I'm watching the kid had 235 yards in the first half. It was great. When Saturday morning show comes up, I come in, I said, David Kenny, you need to watch this. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't pay TSSAA, our understanding, $750, and the school is doing it, you have to pay them to broadcast your own games. Is that correct? Or is that what you're understanding?
That is what I understand. I mean, I get baffled by I don't understand it. How, you could be standing up in the stands on your phone,
Right.
live streaming the thing, and I don't know if something happens to you. I don't know how it all
Well,
works.
the
It doesn't
game
make
was
sense.
on live. They just
Yeah.
took it down the next day
Yeah,
where
I
you
don't-
cannot go back and watch it now.
Yeah, I don't. You probably go on another site and watch it and have to pay a fee to join. But yeah, I don't understand how.
Well, I hope they try it again before they catch him and do it again on the Gatlinburg Pittman game and put it on anyway live so people can watch it. If it goes off, it goes off.
Yeah, I
But
know.
they go to a lot of work to do this.
Yeah,
You got
but-
students and there's some sponsors involved, but I'll promise you, whoever, and David can tell you this better than anybody, if there were sponsors, it ain't gonna cover the $750 to do the game.
No.
Why would you not want the media coverage for all your kids and for your sport? You should want that. I heaven forbid what Channel 30 plays them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
None of it's come back to
It's-
y'all.
I don't get how it's your school,
Huh?
your cameras, how you're being told.
You're paying or
And
whatever to run it.
maybe they're telling you ahead of time it's all from playoffs or copyright. I don't know. Like you were talking about earlier, maybe
I
they're
think they own the playoffs.
I don't-
Well, what are the schools getting out of it? It just-
25%.
It's not a good deal.
You're better off going on the road. To be
Yes.
honest with you,
Because don't they take half on the playoff game?
I think they take half, and each school gets
And
25%.
then you got to pay the home team the expenses, the officials and whatnot.
If I'm the home team, I have to pay the officials. I have to paint my field. I have to do all those things like a normal home game.
Right.
And then give them 50%, and then give the opposing team 25%.
Which would not matter to anyway because it's not whose fans came. It's just splitting the gate.
That's right.
So let's say you had 3,000 there and your opponent had 100.
Yeah, they get the same amount.
They get the same amount you do.
Yeah.
That's not right. But TSS gets theirs off the top.
Yes.
That was just that baffled me.
But hopefully one of these days I'll get to worry about that part. So
Right. I just wondered if that was the case it was because the production that was done by Forrest is something really good. The camera angles were good. The announcers were good. It was wonderfully done for a small school like that.
yeah, I watched them during our bye week when we were in Gatlinburg. I watched them that Friday night that they were playing.
Was it Cascade? That was on.
It was the
Cascade game was on.
Sequatchie game,
Okay.
I think is who it was. That they were back and forth, and it finally got a little wider at the end. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good view. I mean, cameras, like you said, were clear.
Well, I believe this kid's close to 3,000 yards rushing now. I think somebody said 350 to going with his 2,400. So if he were to have a huge game against Pittman, there's a chance he could break 3,000 yards in a season.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's ever been done before. Let's take one more break. Let's hear from our great sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk about next year and what we're looking forward to next year with community football. We'll be right back.
Water, fire, or mold damage. Call North Star Services, Nashville's local non-franchise restoration pros. We respond 24/7 to stop damage fast, handle drying and cleanup, and manage repairs start to finish. As a licensed general contractor with 20-plus years experience, we coordinate directly with your insurance and offer free estimates, serving all of Middle Tennessee, including Bedford County. Restore today. Rebuild with confidence. Call 615-203-9573.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
Ready to upgrade your space? And Extreme Flooring in Shelbyville, we've got you covered. From carpet and hardwood to luxury vinyl, tile, and waterproof flooring. We also handle kitchen backsplash and bath remodels. Our design and sales team will help you find the perfect fit with trusted brands like Dreamweaver, Shaw, Mohawk, Doll Tile, and Tile Bar. And their certified installers make sure everything looks just right. Stop by and see us at 225 Colorado Boulevard in Shelbyville or give us a call at 931-735-6700. Financing is available. Schedule your consultation today at extreme-flooring.com. Let's make your home amazing.
Welcome back to Glenn Tidwell Show. Coach, thanks to all them sponsors. They've been great for us this year. We appreciate them.
They have.
Next year, we're looking to get stronger, bigger, and faster.
That's the goal. I told we had a team meeting, what's today, Wednesday, Monday, and kind of laid out what the plan was for the next, 5-ish weeks until Christmas break, and then what happens once we come back from Christmas break. But yeah, it's putting things away and going through and trying to figure out what I need to buy for next year, and then of course starting the weight program back come fifth period. And
it's nice being able to have that period during the day, isn't it?
It is. It's good for the kids that not necessarily have, for example, I think I got 2 guys playing basketball, so they go to fifth period basketball, but then I've got a handful of guys that are wrestling. Well, they don't have wrestling fifth period, so I still get them for football during fifth period. They still get their weights, they still get their conditioning, they get anything that we're going to do during fifth period. So, and then they don't have to miss wrestling. So, and thinking about it, I get to go home at 3 o'clock. So, but after the first of the year, we're going to have the middle school kids come over because our weight room's a lot bigger, and so we'll stay a little bit later after that and let the middle school coaches work out up there, and I may hang around a little bit just to make sure everything goes all right. But other than that, 3:05, 3:15 ish.
Something I thought was interesting. I don't know if you caught Saturday morning show or not, but Kenny Parker, our dear friend, had one of his Parkerisms, and he was talking about possibly putting those kids in a classroom and teaching football for a week or two and just teaching the game. Well, and you know what? The more I thought about it, that might not be a bad idea.
Well, we actually talked about that as a staff. Especially January, first part of February is when it's colder and things like that, and you really can't go outside, is teaching the kids how to watch film. Because they don't have any idea how to watch film. They watch themselves.
Right.
Or they may know a guy on the other team and they're watching them. So teaching them how to watch film, what to look at specifically. And it's like a lot of fans, it could be parents in the stands, or you're watching on TV. You follow the football. Right. You're not watching what that position guy's doing. And so, my wife we'll watch football on TV, and I'll call there was a penalty. Well, how did you see this? Well, I'm not watching the ball. I'm watching the game in itself. it's gotten so used to doing it. And so it just blows her mind that I can sit there and call a, false start or a, offsides or a holding or pass interference just like that. And she's like, I have to watch the rerun to see that you were right, so, and that's what the kids need to be able to do. Right. They need to be able to recognize what the offense looks like or what the defense is doing and make that quick decision. And that's one area we've got to get better at, is watching film, one individually, and then as a team.
And just teaching the game of football.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that and that's like I told him too. I said I didn't come in this year having any idea what the expectation was as far as wins and losses, because I didn't know what I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've got a full year or almost a full year under my belt, and I've got a better idea of what we can and can't do and what we really need to work on. And so we'll hit the ground running come January and start working on all those little bitty things. So,
when do you start your spring?
We'll start spring practice about the first part of May, because you get 15 days for 10. You get 10 days, but you get 15 days to do them, I believe is what it is. And so, you got some weather days, but it's right before graduation. So it'll be.
So used to back in the day, didn't we kind of do it in April or March? But then due to baseball, a lot of coaches go as late as they can to go to hope to get your baseball kids back in for football.
Yeah, I mean, and the way we've done it at community is, I'm going to push it back as much as I can. But if I don't have the baseball guys, I don't have them, because I'm not going to pull them from their sport. And but if they were to get finished and they're able to come on, a lot of times. Time I get to them, they get to us. There wasn't enough time for conditioning and being acclimated and things like that. So they just kind of watch and go through the motions of some stuff. But we push it back as far as we can, and hopefully the weather holds out for us. And
you're gonna try to scrimmage you by the spring.
We'll see. It's really hard these past 2 years, because you want these incoming freshmen to be a part of it, but they can't.
No.
And so
July 1 on that.
No, so in school's done in basically June 1st.
Right, okay, June 1st.
Yeah, they can come join us and all that kind of stuff. But like there was a year at Cascade where we went to Wayne County for spring, and we took the middle school, so they scrimmaged their middle school and we scrimmaged the varsity, and that 8th grade group couldn't do anything. They couldn't be with the varsity. They couldn't do anything with the middle school because they're in transition. So those guys kind of get, I won't use the word screwed, but they're just in limbo for a few months or a few weeks. And so, that's our numbers probably won't allow us to scrimmage somebody this spring, just because we'll be sitting at about 30 without the freshmen coming in. So
there's fall coming up, and I know Mike Coach Dryden even reached out to him. He and I have talked about us having some sort of jamboree up here. Would be really cool versus a scrimmage where you're just scrimmaging somebody.
Right. He had messaged me back early when we had done the jamboree out in was it Moore County?
Mm-hmm. No, where was it? Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant,
right? Moore County,
Battle Creek, and Spring Hill, and that bunch out there. And he talked about let's do one next year, and I said, hey, I'm open for it. Let's do it. So
it'd be kind of cool if we could bring in, Shovel play a team, you play a team, and you play a quarter, play a half, whatever it is. Like back in the old days, we played a half.
We played a half. This last one, it was a running clock.
Right.
So you basically played. Actually, by the way it worked out, I think we played 2 20-minute halves.
I think if we did it right, we could turn it into something that could make some money versus just scrimmaging some random person somewhere.
And you get everybody in the county come to one spot and watch. Watch your teams, and they may not get to do that on a normal year.
We got a great facility up here to do it, so that'd be great if we could. Coach, where do you start thanking people for this year? Because you've had a lot of help from your booster club and your principal, and down the road getting things going.
Well,
where do you start with?
You got to start with the one at home.
Oh yeah, hard on her.
There gets to be a lot on her plate where she's toting it. Luckily, my oldest here, she drives, so she can take herself places. But you got one playing basketball and football at Thomas, and one playing basketball at Cascade, and one that cheers at Central, and me over at Community. So she put a lot of miles on the road during football season, and so she'd probably be the number one person you're going to think right there, just for putting up with me and listening to me have my moments at home. So, and then my booster club, they were tremendous. We had a meeting last night to talk about the banquet that's coming up in January, and those guys did an outstanding job of helping me out with pregame meals and in-games or halftime snacks, and post game meals if we needed one, and yeah, they were tremendous, and hopefully they'll top what they did next year.
Right.
And then the faculty at school, they were tremendous with always, how are you doing, how things going, we're behind you, and helping support me in any way they could. And we invited them, each group in the school, like the English department or the math department or CTE department, every department, and then all your staff, each week we invited them for pregame meals. So they enjoyed coming and kind of sitting with the guys during their pregame meal and see how we do some things during that. And I appreciated them doing that. And of course, Dr. Bowling and Dr. Ralston were great helps and things like that. But yeah, it was a group effort all the way around. May not have gotten the season we wanted per se, but like I said, I had no expectations on what it would look like, but moving forward, I will.
Right.
So, and then, you guys have been tremendous. Y'all have been.
Hey, we're glad to do it.
I've had a lot of fun coming in here and talking about community and how things are going to get better and grow.
Podcast guy, David Noel, thank him.
Yeah,
he's there every week.
I think he's going to come back next year, hopefully, and be bigger and better. And but yeah, it's just it was, overall, it was a really good first year, just for the buy-in from, like I said, the school, the community, booster clubs, parents, everybody. It was the excitement was there, and hopefully it carries over into next year, and we build it bigger than we had it this year. So.
Seemed like it was just yesterday we had the first show, didn't it?
I know it, So
here we are at the end.
And all the sponsors that came through, not only for this show, but also that bought banners or had other things that they did for us, and all the folks that donated or gave us food for pregame meals. So, but yeah, like I said, it was a huge group community effort for this season, and I really appreciated it.
Well, thank Piggly Wiggly, shop local, save big at the pig again, North Star Services, and Extreme Flooring for sponsoring the show. Coach, it won't be long. We'll be right here again, maybe.
We'll blink our eyes and we'll be right back.
Hopefully.